Up and rolling. Let's get Craig in here to join our little fun chat.
Now recording.
Fucking Craig.
Yeah, because the Craig, who invited you? Technically, I did.
You son of a bitch, Adam. This is all your fault.
It was all me this whole time. I keep bringing them in, and yeah, whatever. Welcome, Craig. I also brought with me some pirate water. It looks backwards on my screen. I don't know if it looks forwards on yours, but it's a 10% alcohol, son of a bitcher. Oh boy.
Okay.
And it's Bahama Mama for the flavor. I don't know what it's called. Who is lighting up your chats?
It's Shelby. about ghosts.
Yeah. They just came out with a new album, and it's not too shabby. In fact, that first song of theirs is like, it's almost like a Journey, like the band Journey. It's almost like a song from there. One day, love will find you.
I think that's the one I was listening to earlier.
Yeah.
Not Ghosts, but Journey.
Oh, you were actually listening to Journey. You weren't listening to Ghost. Okay. Well, I think it's like the chorus of that first. It's the first song on the album that reminds me of that song. So it's a good album. It's a good album.
Do you think people will stop listening to them if he ever actually does stop doing the mask stuff?
It's very important.
That's about all I've known about them, is that he's talked about taking the mask off because he's getting tired of it or something to evolve his own stuff.
No, I think it's important. It's like, it'd be like Guar coming out without their stuff on. It'd be, Sleep Token without that dude's fucking mask or something like that.
I didn't know they had a crazy mask for them.
Yeah, they do. Have you seen? Because
So I went from like not interested in Sleep Token to like, oh, he looks kind of cool with his stuff on. I'm going to look at it, and then I looked at it for like 4 seconds and stopped looking.
Yeah. Well, the other artist that I work with, she is a super fan of Sleep Token, and
did she get tickets?
We listen. Oh, she's been to them. She's gone to see them, and has had an emotional ride for her, she said. But
we tried to get tickets to go see them in Cleveland, and they sold out in like 35 seconds.
Yep.
And then StubHub was wanting $1,200 for one ticket to sit in the top of the arena.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do it. I don't, and
not
super fan.
Not for
would not do it either.
Like,
that's too much.
Yeah. I can't think of anything
That's
I would
Taylor
pay
Swift
$1,200
numbers.
for. Not even Sigourney got Taylor Swift tickets for like $250. So
Son of a bitch.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything fancy to drink. Sigourney's out of town this week.
Okay.
So I laid in bed and watched 2 full movies last night. Fell asleep around 4 a.m. Got up at 9:30, 10-ish, so I could go to my nephew's first baseball game.
Oh, heck yeah. Did you
down.
Do a lot of drinking there?
No, he only played 1 inning because it was like 47 degrees outside.
We gotta call it.
Drove down to Wheeling to go to Connor's birthday party.
Yeah.
Drove down to St. Clairsville to trade in my 2 Nintendo Switches
no.
to go towards my Switch 2 purchase, which we can talk about later.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Didn't get as much as I was hoping, but I also didn't know that my Switches were damaged like they were, so I just took what I got.
Right. Okay.
Went to a birthday party. Went to the gym. Drove back up to Steubenville to go to the gym because, Yeah, I did go to Steubenville. I was just like, I was debating if I even wanted to go, and then I just passed the exit to go home, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so did that.
You accidentally went to the gym.
Accidentally went to the gym. Snagged up some lunch, came home and drank this Celsius.
Oh, the peach vibe Celsiuses.
Peach vibe.
Yes.
It's a white peach flavored, so that was nice.
I dig them. I dig them.
And I had a chicken strip basket, and I've with a mini. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like one of their newer blizzards, and I've had 4 of them this week.
Oh, damn. Are they like
because
the swirls? Something swirled in them?
This one has chocolate chip cookie dough and brownie batter put into it.
Yeah.
And
that almost
been
sounds like, I'm going to throw this out there, it almost sounds like, because it's a favorite of mine, you'll know why as soon as I tell you the name of it, because it had a bunch of different kinds of cookie chunks in it. It was called the Jurassic Smash. It came
I
out.
don't like it. I don't know if I like it anymore now. Sounds like an overrated blizzard.
But what else are you getting that kind of blizzard, all right?
So I thought the Celsius would maybe counteract it all. Mm-hmm. No. There's only like this much of the Celsius left.
Oh. Okay.
I passed out probably at like 7:30
tonight,
and then you text me twice, kind of back to back, and it woke me up, and I was like, huh, "What?"
Yeah, I was like, I said
yes.
it, and then I didn't. It just like 20 minutes later, it still said delivered and not read, and I was like, I better send him another one. Because I'm in.
And then you were like, I'm ready. If you are, like, I'm up. What the fuck was I even talking about? How did I even get started telling you about my day? Was there a whole purpose of?
I think because I asked, you were like, how did I end up with this Celsius?
I think that's about it.
You're like, what the hell? Hold on. Celsiuses are good. This Bahama Mama Pyro Water is pretty good. I get about halfway through it and you already start feeling it, kind of thing. So it's heavy, but I didn't have as wild of a day as you, but I did. I went to a gun bash today. The Punxsy Chamber gun bash. It was fun. It was a good time. I had didn't win anything, but most of the time. Listen, the only way you win at gun bashes is like if you take a bunch of money in and like spend the amount that you would normally spend on a gun.
I don't know.
You know,
I went to my first gun bash and I left with a basket, and I only spent $20.
You get a basket, yeah. You know, that's good for you.
You know,
but this one bitch kept winning this. She kept winning. It was not fair. The whole crowd was like,
so it was rigged. So it was rigged.
Yeah, we were yelling out. It was ridiculous. But that's the thing. Like, so I think what happened is that she won early, like won a big cash prize early on, and then it was just
she filled it back up.
Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, that's smart.
It is.
Sucks for you guys, but
yeah, freaking does. But that's all right. I didn't win any guns. I didn't win any other things, but I did win like free beer, like 6 beers I had. I was like just pounding them. And then the food was made by the Amish. We were catered by the Amish. It was like a roast beef and potatoes, whole setup. It was pretty good. And then listen, I ate like 3 actual pounds of dessert foods, cookies.
How did you
brownies.
Not take a nap?
I had to, because it was over at 5:00. And
that's right.
Yeah, so we went back down because my parents had the kids, and I laid down on the couch, and I don't know what happened for the next hour and a half. So it was rough. Woke up. Macy's like, you were snoring the whole time.
No one else could take a nap because you were.
Exactly. Yeah, it was bad, I guess, but no, that was a good bash. It was a good bash. I would say, of all the bashes.
Man.
It wasn't the best bash. I have won at other bashes before, but I would say this was a good bash, I would say.
You keep saying bash, and all I can think of is last Sunday.
Last Sunday. I feel like there's something that happened last Sunday, and I for some reason, like, I've blocked it out. Maybe? Is that... What happened?
It's probably for the best.
Oh God, it's
they
coming
did
back
it.
to me. Wait a second.
They did it. The mean lady, she took the golf club and
Oh God, no, you're right. Turn the camera off. Turn the camera off. Don't look at me. They did it. Oh my God, they killed. Should we say it? Should we say it? Should we spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched it or played the game ever? Yeah, we should say it.
We'll give them like 10 seconds to mute their audio.
We're about to say something, and it's not fun. It wasn't fun.
I wouldn't go that far. I thought it was fun. I had a blast.
You're sitting there just laughing the whole time.
Yeah, because Sigourney did not enjoy it.
No.
Actually, last weekend was WrestleMania.
That's true. Yep.
And I was praying that this episode wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
So as soon as 9 o'clock hit on Sunday, I pulled out my phone in the middle of like watching wrestling with everybody.
Yeah.
I just pulled up The Last of Us and I just scrubbed through the whole episode and watched the thumbnail on the bottom.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
So once I got to it, I was like, "Oh, they are doing." So I just went ahead and watched the last like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Without audio. Mm-hmm. Like I was just watching it like a masochist and just like ruining my night.
This is you on your phone.
And
just stay.
And Sigourney's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like,
"I'm not crying. That's what I'm not doing."
It's like I had to watch it because I know as soon as I get on TikTok when I get home, it's just gonna be
ruined.
And it was literally like 4 swipes in, and it was, "Get up, Joe! Get up!
Get up, Joel! Joel, no! Get the fuck up!" That was tough. It was tough.
Play the game again, though.
It does, right?
You've never finished the game.
No, because I got to that part, and it was pretty much like maybe a little bit after that part that I was like, I don't think I can play this anymore. Because Joel.
I think you should.
Joel was.
I think you should play it.
Well, someone kicked me off of their home network, so now I don't have it anymore.
Oh, you don't have it? That's right. Son of a bitch.
I probably should. Well, here's what happens, though. I watched the first season of The Last of Us, then I went and played the game. So
you're going to play it after the second. But yeah, but the season's split up.
Is it?
The season's only 7 episodes, and it's probably going to stop somewhere on a big cliffhanger. I mean, I could watch you play it and then tell you when the cliffhanger, when you should stop playing.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd probably just continue though.
Yeah, I think by the time you got to the cliffhanger, you'd be like, "I need to finish right now."
Yeah. That's probably what would happen. I remember I even did a lot of The Last of Us, the first one, on my own after I didn't even have you watching me do it. I was just I just got on and did it.
Yeah, you just hopped on and played. And I was like, "We're going to stream," and you're like, "I beat that, man." I was like, "Oh."
Yes. The one big the Left 4 Dead boomer guy that was down.
Oh yeah.
I had him chasing me around that one part of near the end of the game. That I remember that, and but yeah, I was able to get through it on my own. But I think it's just these games try and scare you at first, but then you get numb to it, and then I forget about it, and now I'm scared again to play them.
two did a good job of spreading out the scares to let it breathe more.
Okay. Okay.
There's one that's just, if they do it in the show, it's going to be so disgusting and horrifying.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay. All right. Now, I don't remember because during Sunday's episode there was also the huge raid on the town.
That wasn't an original deal to keep Tommy away from Joel, to like kind of like rework it a little bit, to give Dina more of a reason to want to go.
Yeah.
Other than supporting Ellie and slight vengeance, since they made her more attached to Joel.
Yeah. Gee, I feel like they didn't have Joel enough in the first 2 episodes of this season. For anyone who, watched the first season, then there's that big break. You didn't have time to reattach to Joel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, he's not done. There's going to be all those flashback. Well, you wouldn't know. Okay. There's going to be a lot of flashback scenes.
Okay.
Throughout, because the game will jump from like it uses it as like a interlude to get from playing as Abby and switching to Ellie, and vice versa.
Okay. I see.
I was trying to remember if you had played as Abby yet, but you did. That's how the game starts, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
That's been my favorite has been on TikTok. It's been like me fixing this entire problem, and it just starts the game as Abby and has her jump off the side of the
cliff. We're good. Everyone's okay.
Everything's fixed.
The world is right. Okay, now his death, Joel's death. How would you compare it? Did you even watch when Negan took out Abraham and Glenn in The Walking Dead?
I think so I knew about both before they happened on TV.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I might have been more upset and visually disturbed by Negan.
I think I agree.
Than Joel, just because they could have done a lot more with Joel.
Mm-hmm.
But some of like the
head bashing with the bat,
the dent in the head and his eyeball popped out was just like that's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That was on regular TV.
Imagine if The Walking Dead was on HBO.
Oh man, could you? Like towards the last couple seasons, FX, I think it was FX or no, AMC was allowing them to say the fuck once an episode.
I remember that. They had. I never finished The Walking Dead. I need to.
Yeah.
Like when Negan and Glenn happened after the end of that season-ish, I was just kind of like, well,
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say that things...
by the time I quit watching, Carl was dead.
Carl, yeah.
Rick was gone.
Yep.
Glenn's wife Maggie was gone.
Maggie had left. Yep. Yeah.
It was just down to the adventures of Daryl and
Carol,
the white-haired lady.
Daryl and Carol, yeah. It's so yeah. I wouldn't say that the show as a whole got any better. It did kind of get worse at the very end of it. It was just like, man, I watched it just because I had already invested so much time. I was like, I gotta watch it now. Even the spinoffs, there's the Book of Daryl or something like that, and there's the Negan and Maggie spinoff. I didn't watch those.
I didn't even know there was a Negan and Maggie spinoff.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Let me tell you though, the one that you have to watch. No, the spinoff that you have to watch is the one where Rick comes back.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that one.
Is that the one that they made it into a spinoff instead of the movie thing?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
I literally thought they were still just trying to figure out the movie and.
Yeah. No. I don't think they've been really doing a good job of promoting these things because nobody knows about them. But no, the one with Rick where he comes back is it. That's it. It's perfect.
All right, so I'm going to try and we have a lot on the list.
Okay, we do have a lot on the list. We went off the. Are
you still going to watch The Last of Us, or are you done with it?
I'm still going to watch it.
Happened?
Yeah, no, I'm going to watch it.
I need to see about Sigourney because she was very upset about.
She didn't know.
No, I kept it. I didn't tell her nothing. I made that. I was tight-lipped.
Yep,
tight-lipped.
Macy thought it was going to be Ellie the whole way through because the first episode of the new season, she was with me, but she wasn't paying attention to it. So this episode, I was like, honey, you have to watch this one. It's an important episode. It's a pivotal episode. Something happens. Obviously her first thing is someone's going to die. And she's like, I keep seeing Ellie, the actress Ellie, Bella Ramsey in the news and all that. So she's like, I bet you she's gonna die. She's the one that's dying. That's why they're having her in the news and all that right now. I'm like, hey, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It wasn't until right at the end that she was like, "It's Joel, no."
It's like, whenever the shotgun to the knee happened, Sigourney went from doing something. Just casually listening to sit up forward
yeah.
Yep,
edge of the seat.
So I had I didn't really put too much in here about what this topic is. I just left it very vague.
Okay.
And it kind of ties in with Joel's head getting crushed, Glenn's head getting crushed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Say you're having a spicy time with somebody.
Okay.
Stay with me.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And
I brought the hot sauce.
And they put your head between their thighs and give it an old squeezy squeeze.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they're strong enough to actually pop your cranium, and your brains spill out and you're dead, Zoe.
Yeah.
Do you think the police would believe that it was during a spicy time, or that you premeditated killing them with your strong ass thigh?
Right. Yeah. I don't think you could explain that away. I think you'd have to lie. She would have to be because they're never gonna believe this. It's unless you left whiskers on the inside. Here, look, they're right here. See?
But just a pop, and then dead.
I don't know if you and I would have that issue though. We both have really large heads. And so it's going to take a lot of force.
It's going to take a lot.
It would take a lot of force, but anyone else without our cranial fortitude, they would a head popping. That would be a hard one to get someone to explain. It was he hit the right spot, and it was just
he told me to squeeze his head, and I did it. I didn't want to do it. He made me do it. I said, "I'll kill you," and he said, He did a salute.
Peace out. Yeah, that would be a tough one to. That would be tough to explain. And like
side part, whenever I thought about that, I was like, well, how much pressure do you need to actually crush a watermelon?
Yeah.
So it's 350 pounds of pressure.
Yeah. Or
to crush a watermelon.
That's 175 pounds on each side.
Just
yeah.
So, but it would take like it was something like 1,200. It was somewhere between 900 and 1,200 just to cause a fracture.
Okay.
So you'd have to have like the beefiest and strongest thighs in the world. I think
your muscle. That's muscle mama right there. That would have to do that. And I feel like they're doing it just for that reason too. They're like, they have
to be. So that's what I mean. So like, you show up as a police officer and you just see someone's thigh. It's like one thigh's like this.
Yeah. The one officer's like, yeah, but dude, check her thighs out. Oh my god, they're huge.
Something's not adding up here, Frank.
Exactly. Damn it. Wait, somebody get a watermelon.
Hands behind your back, and she just like squats down and jumps up over a tree.
Yep, she's gone. I guess I'm on that tracks.
Jesus Christ.
Some type of wild woman, wild, muscular, sexy woman.
Which, all right. So we can keep this rolling. We can keep this rolling. Right. That was just a weird thought I had. So we started playing Baldur's Gate in between.
Oh man.
And I've made some bad choices with my muscular demon mommy.
And she's very progressive too.
What? I forgot it.
We don't have to go there. But so I have a buddy of ours that was watching our streaming of it, and he's beat the game a few times himself, and because he loves this game and all that, and he's like, watching you two play has to be the worst experience you guys are having. You're getting the worst rolls ever on every single option, or
Plus, some of my choices aren't beneficial to the group.
Choosing to attack an entire legion of people as opposed to just be like, okay, yep.
Well, I mean, I wanted to stand up for what I believed in, and
you're a tiefling, and she was going against a tiefling.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was very racist.
Yeah, you let your tiefling rage.
I might pre getting a game over and not knowing the autosave function sucks assholes in that game.
That should have been something I told you from the start, is autosave every corner you go around.
Yeah.
That's what they say to do. Autosave, because you don't know how things can go sideways at every turn. It is ridiculous. But we are just I died in the tutorial. That's how bad things got.
Yeah. I might have also killed Shadowheart in the tutorial.
Twice. We killed her
First time I didn't know about splash damage, and hang on, my Discord says not responding. Can you still hear me?
Okay, I can still hear you. Yeah. Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know about splash damage, and she got mad. She got hit by it and wanted to fight.
Yeah.
So we had to take care of it.
There was no getting out of it, and so we had to put her down.
And Adam was very upset. Didn't know the strong bond he had between.
Yeah, well,
not that strong, because you did dump her, I guess.
Yeah.
For Green Lady.
Yes, that is true, because Green Lady is better. Lysel is better. But listen, so You kill her. We kill her as soon as she comes out of the pod. She gets out of this pod, and you splash damage her and aggro her. Have to kill her. Of course, we have to loot her body.
Yeah, you don't want to leave stuff behind.
Exactly. So we loot her body, continue on with the tutorial, crash the damn ship into the beach, and lo and behold, there she is in her
naked,
because we have taken her armor and just laying there on the beach, and we were like, "Oh my god, she's here!"
And Adam has a revive left over still from the tutorial.
Yep.
And he throws it down on her, and she gets up, and she's like, "Oh my god, where's this little trinket I had?
The artifact.
The artifact. You dumb bitch! It's mine now.
Yep.
Like, this is my artifact. You lost control of it. We brought you back. You should be thankful. We brought you back to life."
Yeah.
And she said, "I can't let that stand. We're gonna fight." And we had to fight her again immediately.
We had to kill that bitch.
And she would not let us run away and talk about it. So
Nope. Had to put her down again. How many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Enough.
Yeah.
But we had a quick
died
game over right after that.
Yeah, we died later on, and we were able to respawn back and
made different choices.
We did make some different choices, and it was for the better. I feel like we have a fuller team now.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, she's still just hanging out at camp. We probably could have left her dead. And kept the artifact.
And because her side storyline quest, it's all right. Nothing crazy happens in it. So I mean, she probably could have been left to the dust. But
what's the vampire's name?
Asterion.
It's
me, Asterion. That's a pretty good.
I bullied and shamed him in front of our camp.
Yeah.
He said some derogatory things to me, and I was like, "Bitch." I took his clothes off of him.
No, everyone can see.
Look at him.
Shame. Look at this wiener.
Stand there.
Everybody,
look how weird and misshapen it is.
Just hang in there.
And then I put his clothes on. I was like, "Ooh, look at me! I'm a stay."
Wearing his clothes. Look at me.
So he got put in line pretty quick. He knows what's up.
Yeah, he does. So hopefully he does follow along with things now and doesn't act like a fool. We won't have to make you go all nudie.
I'm getting kind of mad with Lizel.
Yeah.
Every decision I make, she disapproves of it, and we can't have that
hardcore bitch.
We can't have that kind of dissent in our group.
I mean, if you want to do the same thing to her, that's like that's your
murder
choice.
her like Shadowheart.
No. No, like if she was being weird, you had to just pull an Asterion on her.
Just whenever you visit my camp, that's how you'll know who's in trouble. Whoever's standing at their camp naked.
You stand there naked.
Think about what you did. Look how hot this sun is. You're going to get burned.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Have fun with your skin cancer.
Right on them nipples. Straight burn. It is wild that you can do that and then just have them be that way through the whole game. Like, I thought it was just in the camp, but no, we realized it was not only in the camp.
I chased Adam around with my dingle dangle out.
Like, oh, no. I was trying to stream. And, it's not a good thing to do while streaming. I will say that. But it's funny as hell when you're not streaming.
Did we get a mark yet at all?
I haven't seen one come through, which is good. But of course, they don't tell you who's watching, so I don't know if there was a mark watching or not. So we've been playing that. That's been fun. But I've also been playing.
Whoop. I had turned on my microphone, so I have an entire transcript of.
How long does it go back? Jeez.
Well, I couldn't hear you, so it's.
It's all just you. So if we put closed captions on the YouTube video, it's just gonna be one-sided. Did it get it accurately?
Let me. He said some derogatory things to me, and I was like, "Bitch!" I took his clothes off of him. Look at him! I made him stay there.
Siri's like, what? I'm getting
kind of mad with Liz Hazel. Every decision I make, she says this one says every decision I make, she approves of it. I can't have that.
She's very confused.
You're listening way too well, bitch. I need someone to challenge me once in a while. Not a yes man.
Your Siri's like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just gonna record.
All right.
Oh yeah, but probably should turn that off before it sends that to someone. Like, I will send this as a text message. So we've been playing that, but also just so happened,
man, Xbox tried to fuck you this week.
Yeah, it did. I let it. I said I'll take it. Oblivion the remake came out, and damn it, that game is so good. Cause we were in PTI. You and I were at PTI when it originally came out.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I think it was 2006. And I remember playing it on my Xbox 360, and it was just I'd come home from classes and just jump on that for the rest of the night. So they decided to remake it. And so what they did to remake it, because I don't know if you looked into this a whole lot, but they have basically two engines running for this game. They have the original engine that powers the quest lines and all that, and keeps everything running the original way. But then they have the Unreal Engine 5 for the graphics and the new textures, graphics, movements, and all that. And so it looks amazing, but it still has some that still original feel almost, and
that Bethesda jank.
Exactly. There's actually it's for Xbox at least, it's you have performance and quality modes, and performance is set as default. But so I tried putting it on quality, and it's it must have meant bad quality, because I guess it does not work very well. So you put it back to performance, it looks wonderful. But so the thing about this game is that first Skyrim came out in 2011. Okay, the next game came out in 2011, and for the past 12 years, I think, or more. It's been over 10 years, I know that much. A mod team, just regular people, gamers that are a mod team, have been remaking Oblivion within the Skyrim world as well. A full-on remake as well. And it's also coming out this year.
Oh. So you're going to be busy.
So I don't think I'm going to play that one. It's called Sky Oblivion. They call it Sky Oblivion because it was made with Skyrim, but just completely redone for Oblivion. And they actually, because I have a statement pulled up, they're about to put their game out too, but it's only going to be on PC. So it's so it works out actually, because PC people can play this Sky Oblivion version. Whereas like a console player like myself wouldn't be able to have access to that. So that's why it works out that we actually get Bethesda to release one. But
out of nowhere.
Exactly. But
did you even know that was coming?
No, like only until about a month ago when people started having rumors about it. And they said that, we're going to be getting Oblivion remake. So, yeah, it was wild. And then it came out on Game Pass the day that they announced it. But I've pulled up here. I don't know if you're looking at the Twitch stream, but Sky Oblivion. The people behind that have come out with a statement. So it says, "We've been following the buzz surrounding the official remaster of Oblivion. As dedicated Elder Scrolls fans, we are incredibly excited by this prospect and sincerely hope the information proves accurate. The glimpses we've seen look fantastic. Eagerly anticipate all this blah blah blah. Bethesda's always been supportive of the community projects like ours, and we don't see that changing anytime soon. As a PC mod, a console release is impossible for us. So the remaster presents a wonderful opportunity for console players to re-experience Oblivion, something that our project could never directly provide." So they're like saying, we want to emphasize there's no need for comparisons or a sense of competition between Sky Oblivion. It's like,
please don't shut us down.
Exactly. Ultimately, 2025 promises to be a remarkable year fans for Oblivion. We look forward to sharing Sky Oblivion's progress soon. Okay, so you know what? That's probably just their public statement, but behind the scenes they're like, "Fuck!" Like, no!
Fuck us.
Why would they?
Yeah, Bethesda's probably like, yeah. They're like, yeah, go ahead, guys. Go ahead and do your little
make your game. That is silly.
Waste your time.
That's funny.
Waste away.
So, but then Bethesda themselves also they didn't. This isn't a reaction to that. This is their own thank you to everyone since they released it. They said, "It's been thrilling for all of us here at Bethesda to revisit a game so close to our hearts with Oblivion Remastered. We started this in 2021. So, Sky Oblivion have been working on this for 12 plus years. These guys have been at it for 4. So basically, they knew Sky Oblivion was doing it, and they're like, you know what? Yep.
That is a really good idea. We could do this in a shorter time.
Exactly. Yeah. And it says, they say, "We never wanted to remake it, but remaster it, where the original game was there as you remember playing it, but seen through today's technologies." So that's pretty cool the way that they did that. I'm trying to think. There's another spot here. We're fortunate to work with this team here. What they did was every piece of art, animation, special effects, and part of the world would be remastered. Some new voices would be recorded while keeping the originals there as well, which is true. The original voices are all still there too. Game systems were updated to feel better in your hands. Leveling systems were modified. But most of all, we never wanted to change its core. It's still a game from a previous era that should feel like one. So it's just pretty cool that this got remastered, and I've been playing the hell out of it too whenever we haven't been playing. And it's fun because like I'm playing it a certain way because I already know what's going on. I'm kind of like fucking around at the same time, whereas Nick from work, he never played the original one, so
I never.
Yeah, so he was watching. I was showing him some of the clips of my first stream through it, and he's like, "See, this is the difference between you and me right now. Like, I'm brand new to this. I'm trying to play this, and like, I have no idea what I'm looking for or doing. I have to like go through and like double check everything and all that. But then you're over here punching the Emperor in the beginning." So, and dying a few times. There we go again. I die in another tutorial. So
you might have had some persuasion of.
There was somebody persuading me in the chat about it, but I was probably going to do it anyway. Just trying to get my unarmed up.
Have you tried out? Because I've seen it was on Game Pass already. Did you download Claire Obscure Expedition 33?
I think I'm going to do that next. Yep. Because it came out like 2 days after Oblivion.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's on there, and everyone's saying like, "This is such a good game too. If it wasn't for Oblivion, I'd be playing it." You know.
Yeah.
So,
Steve said the first hour is probably like the most like impactful opening he's ever played in a game.
Wow, that's
over The Last of Us's Sarah opening.
Yeah. Wow. Damn.
And I guess only 30 people made it. And he says it's like the best looking game he's ever played so far.
I'm gonna have to try it out for sure. Jeez,
he was telling me about something with the voice actors. They're all like famous people.
Huh.
The main character is voiced by Daredevil right now.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And then like Andy Serkis and someone from Final Fantasy, and so they have like an all-star like
hell yeah
voice cast with it somehow.
Yeah, and then like you said, a small team of people, that really were able to help probably focus a lot easier since it's that small of a team. So that's really good.
The premise seems really neat. It's just if I would enjoy, because it's a turn-based, so it's like Baldur's like turn-based style.
Well, here's the thing: not all turn-based style games are as good as Baldur's Gate. There's just like it's so weird because with Baldur's Gate, the turn style, combat and all that. It's not all specifically combat stuff, It's you could do other things within that radial dial to like change different aspects of it. You can, So that's why I really liked BG3 about that. But yeah, I do want to get this Expedition 33 game. I think that's what everyone's just going to call it, Expedition 33, because that's like the bigger of the names,
bigger title. Yeah,
but it's probably just gonna have to wait till I get a little more
Oblivion.
into like Oblivion, just like everything from like the textures, like people's faces just look better. The armor looks better. Hell, the goblins look better. Like the freaking goblins in this one versus the old one were like they were so like base. On the original, but now they've like actually got like these really cool looking goblins in this one, so like I'll take it. Yeah.
So the opposite of your other goblin.
Oh. You want me to talk about Nekrogoblican't? All right. Listen, I was.
So you sent that song, and I started listening to it, and I was getting into the sound of it. And then like the guy that started to basically the singing.
Yeah, the clean vocals.
The
goblin vocals.
Like the goblin vocals.
Yeah.
I was like, sounds different, but
yeah.
Okay. And then Goblin guy started to sing, and I was like, okay, I'm back into it. And then the other guy came in, and I was like,
yeah.
Okay. All right, but I just focused on like the beat of the song, and I was like, I can get in.
Yeah. That's just.
And then you came in. I was like, oh, are we out on? Are we out on?
I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to give when it comes out. If they come out with an album anytime soon, I'm gonna have to give it a full listen to. But I'm not on Team Nekrogoblican't anymore about this. So. Let's go back a few pages on the Nekrogoblican't stuff. I got into Nekrogoblican't on their very last album that they put out. Okay, it's the first I'd heard of them, and I listened to it, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is great." Went back an album before that, and I was like, "Yeah, this is good too." It's not as hooky. It doesn't have like the pop hooks that the current one has out, but I like this one. It's good, but like the original ones, you could tell were very unpolished, so like it's like their earlier stuff that usually is that way anyway, but I was still like, yeah, this is sweet. I like Necrogoblicon. I want to go see them someday, and then the lead singer decides to quit the band.
That's what I literally just read, and I was like, all right.
Yep. Yeah, and like I loved his voice. Like he had, he had a really good voice for this particular kind of sound.
No wonder it sounded so different, and I was so jarred with it.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, like I just started getting into this band, and a major part of that band quits. So what they did was they brought in another dude, another guy from a different band,
Dickie Allen.
Yeah, Dickie Allen. And then they actually have the John Goblicon, who has his own. He's like his own social media presence and everything. He has his own like podcast and all that.
Yeah.
So he wasn't actually that guy. I'm gonna have to do some research into it because I'm not quite sure if it is really him or not. The person under the mask. But like,
oh, did they switch?
Yeah, because like he wouldn't actually be the one that goes out on stage. He was just like their media goblin. John Goblicon is what they call him, and it's John Goblicon on stage as well, but it's not the same. It's not the same one. You can tell it's like that's not movie quality. That's that's like the plastic Chewbacca face versus the movie quality Chewbacca mask. But the thing that pisses me off is that so now they have two separate vocalists, the Dickie Allen and the Goblin, John Goblicon. Okay, but here's what pisses me off is that the parts of the song that are supposed to be like the, like the goblin, like screechy, growly voice, is sang by the guy, and then the clean vocals are sang by the goblin. And then I don't know what to say about. I don't want to make it sound bad, but like for some reason, like when I hear Dickie Allen doing the vocals. Like, if I close my eyes, it's like I don't see John Goblicon. I feel like it has a slight feminine goblin kind of pitch to it.
When the lead singer left, he was the last original member of the band.
Oh, damn.
So now it's an entire... Yeah. As of 2023, no original members remain in the band.
Damn. His name was like Scorpion or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a shame. I'm gonna listen to him still and see how it goes, but
11. 1, 2, 3. There's 11 members in the past members part, and there's 7 people in the band right now.
Yeah. Oof. It's a shame. But
so you don't want to go see them on May 22nd in Pittsburgh at the Thunderbird?
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I'm like, I don't know about this because it's not going to be there. I can't even see them doing the original songs. They're going to have to do.
Yeah, they'll probably definitely be doing the new.
Mm-hmm. And like trying out their new stuff, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But well, it is what it is. It's sad.
Yeah.
Whatever. I still like to listen to the old stuff. That's when Necrogoblican't was good.
not my Nekrogoblican't.
Exactly.
So, damn, we're just getting old because it's happened to a lot of the bands.
Mm-hmm.
I can't bring myself to really listen to Killswitch still.
No,
it's still.
Like, I appreciate Jesse Leach, and I know he was actually the original singer to begin with, but it was always Howard Jones for me.
Yeah.
Know?
Yep.
Like, you can't beat the End of Heartache album. You just can't. It's unbeatable.
Maybe with As Daylight Dies.
Well, you were more of As Daylight Dies. Really?
No. I was just saying. I guess what the track listings are.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
Like if you were like, hey, you person, you've never listened to metalcore, what would be the first song you'd give them? It would have to be The End of Heartache. For me, at least. I'd be like, I wish I could go back and listen to The End of Heartache again for the first time.
See, all right, so that's where mine would probably be My Curse. So that's where.
Okay, all right.
But still Kill Switch.
I mean, if you like girly metalcore songs, I guess. oh. Them's fighting words.
For fighting. Did you happen to try and fight for a Nintendo Switch 2 this?
Listen, I thought about it, but then I was like, when was the last time I picked up my Switch?
Yeah.
It's been a while. But when was the last time there was going to be a brand new Mario Kart that's going to be like the Mario Kart to have? First open world Mario Kart.
Yeah, you're talking my language.
They tried to do that with Diddy Kong Racing back in Nintendo 64 days. And they never revisited that kind of style since. But guess what? They're doing it now.
So you didn't get one,
I did not get one. Yeah, I did not get one. I don't know who would have gotten one because they were just really hard to come by, I guess. So to pre-order and all that. So,
I mean, if you're only trying to pre-order online, I guess.
What do you mean?
If you would have visited an old brick and mortar style GameStop,
Excuse me?
A lot of them.
You mean like
a lot
actually
of them had
go to there?
Go to a store,
Why? No, why? What do you mean? What are you trying to tell me?
I got a Nintendo Switch too.
You what?
I
Say it again.
Secured one. I am one of 48 people in the St. Clairsville Mall that secured a Mario Kart bundle. Nintendo Switch too.
Oh man. Oh jeez. Dang.
So, like that morning, I was like, no, I don't need a Switch too.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
You're like talking yourself out of it. It's like I don't play my other Switches.
Like I put 2 hours into the Switch in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
Whatever. And then a little email comes across and it's like, hey, if you trade in your Nintendo Switch, you can get $125 credit towards the Switch too.
Yeah.
And I was like, that knocks that down. That price comes down pretty quick.
It does.
And I thought about it more. I got 2 Nintendo Switches.
You got 2 of them.
That cuts that in half.
Wow.
Okay.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll take a lunch. So I go over to the mall. I don't go to the mall. I go to the GameStop over by, because there's like the one over by Walmart and Kroger, and then there's one at the mall. They're literally 2 minutes away from each other. It's one of them stupid deals.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna go to the one over by Kroger because they're more like standalone, I guess. So
okay.
I was thinking they'd have more plus whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, and the email says pre-order starting at 11. So, in my mind, that meant the store was going to open at 11.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-oh.
I got there at 10:50, and 11 o'clock happened, and the first worker showed up at 11 to unlock the store. I'm like, all right, he's around a couple minutes late.
Yeah.
And then it's 11:10, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm still waiting. And right next to GameStop is Little Caesars, so I'm like, shit, I guess I'll just order a pizza and I'll get this system. Grab a pretzel crust pepperoni pizza, go on my way.
Perfect. Yeah. Have a good day.
11:20 comes around. Second worker shows up. I'm like, time does this fucking store open? Yeah. And the guy in front of me must have also thought the same thing because we both Googled at the same time.
Yeah.
And it said the fucking store didn't open until 12.
Oh,
And there was like 15 of us in line, so I
Yeah.
just thought,
dude, you're like old school camping out.
I was camping out for a hot minute, and my pizza was gonna be done in like 3 minutes. And
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? And I looked down lower, and it said the one over at the mall is open.
Uh-huh.
So I just left the line because either way I was gonna have to leave because I was already
What if you were
going past.
Dude, what if you were like to the guy in front of you, like, dude, hold my spot. I'm coming back with pizza.
He left.
Oh, he did
he
too.
Was like, I gotta go to work. I'll have to come back later and hope they have them.
Yeah.
And so he left, and I was like, all right. So, and no one has showed up since I showed up. I was the last one in the line.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
so I just kind of like scurried away a little bit, not too far, but not whatever.
Yeah.
And I called the one over at the mall, and I was like, hey, do you guys have any Nintendo Switches for pre-order still? And she's like, yeah, you can eat, but you're limited to one. You can only get one, and it's either or. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. But do you have any? And she's like, oh yeah, we got a ton left still. And I was like, thank you so much. I hung up the phone, walked into Little Caesars, got my pizza, didn't say anything to anybody in line, just fucking left.
Just like whistling on your way past. Like,
So everyone just watched me stand in line for 25 minutes and then leave with their pizza.
yeah.
And drive off. Literally go over to the mall, get in, and I'm like, if I pre-order this, can I do the trade-in after? And she's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So she let me put down my $50 and went back to work. Fucking wolfed down like half that box of pizza. It was the best Little Caesar I've ever had. I don't know.
Oh man. It was
Apparently, the time to
Switch
get Little
2.
Caesars. The time to get Little Caesars is literally whenever they open. Apparently,
Yeah.
As it was, so today, since I'm doing all this running around I mentioned earlier, I'm like, so I'll go down towards the birthday party, but I'm going to go over to St. Clairsville first. I'm going to trade in this Nintendo Switch, and then I'll go over to this birthday party.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take, like, I'm trading a Nintendo Switch, 2 of them, okay,
Yeah.
but I'm trading it in. Should be like 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
Motherfucker, it took an hour to trade in the Nintendo Switches.
What?
It's so involved.
Really?
They have to hook up the controllers to like their LCD monitor, and you have to like check for stick drift and make sure all the buttons work.
Damn.
Apparently, my Switches are the first one he's ever seen that have had yellowing around the screen, and I had 2 of them.
Oh wow. Well,
So
you got
unfortunately,
some OG ones, didn't you?
Yeah, the one is literally the Wild Arms launch one.
Yeah.
And the other one's is just a regular version 1.
Yeah.
But so unfortunately, they did have to go back as defective. So I got, instead of the 120, I got 70 for them.
Yeah.
But then I had 5 or 6 extra Joy-Cons, and I got $20 each out of those.
Did you have any physical games too?
And then I had 4 physical games.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting $250. So I got half off.
Yeah.
Half off of the Switch 2.
Yeah.
So I'm more happy with that price point than.
Were your joysticks drifting?
No.
No? Okay. All of my joysticks that I have are drift.
He said there's a thing you can like download on your computer,
Uh-huh.
and it's the exact same program, and you just link it up with the Bluetooth, and it'll you literally just go like this, and it'll tell you which way your sticks are drifting or if your buttons are going bad or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was really neat.
Well, I already know mine are terrible, so
Yeah.
but it is what it is. But yeah, so you're locked in for Switch
I'm locked
2.
in for a Switch 2.
When's it coming out?
I got June 5th, so I've got $300 basically on layaway. $300 of it paid off.
Yeah. Yeah.
150 plus. I got like $200 left because I got the warranty on it through the
Okay. Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Case
It's probably a good idea
yellow.
because you remember what happened to the first ones. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the bad. Like yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good idea. Well, did you happen to see, since you went in there twice now, did they have, because GameStop has come out with their own mystery box Pokemon boxes.
I didn't see those boxes at all. I saw regular cards and stuff, but
yeah.
no fancy
Did you
things
see
that I
about
would have
those?
purchased. Yeah. Where it's like a mystery slab that's supposed to be like an 8 or higher.
Yeah, an 8, 9, or 10 PSA.
And then 2 random packs or 3 random packs.
I think it was three
like
randos. 3 randos. Yeah.
And what I saw from that was like it was like someone pulled like out a Vivid Voltage pack, so that's like fat Pikachu cards.
Yeah.
So
exactly. So there was a couple that I watched of the people that were given like early access to like promoted and all that, and like like you said, they pulled a Vivid Voltage. I think there was a Silver Tempest, and then another like XY gen.
I wonder how old it goes. Like, can you get like
like a fossil pack?
Can you get the pack?
Yeah, like holy shit. I doubt it would though. Not for $69 or $59.
Just one box out of all like 5,000 has one pack.
Exactly. Like that would be the one to chase for. But the slabs that I saw, like there was one that was just like an uncommon that was like a Gem Mint 10. But then another dude that I watched pulled a Gem Mint 10 Japanese OG, no, not OG, a 2016 Japanese Venusaur.
Oh, okay, like from Evolutions.
Yeah, and that was awesome. So it's like there are good cards that you can get. But
let's see what the price.
I think they were $59.99.
Oh, I meant the price on the Japanese.
Yeah.
Evolutions.
It's got to be worth it. I would have to say. But I think Japanese are a little lower than.
Oh yeah, it's a $160 card.
See? Just
based off the first one that comes up.
Yeah.
If you go into all this other stuff, it says $75 to $1,000. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'd be willing to try it. I mean.
Yeah, if I ever saw one, I would really just like stare at it and be like, what kind of luck can I actually get?
Yeah.
And my luck, I'll pull out a gem. I'll pull out a PSA 8. What was that fucking one you got all the time in Champion's Path? There's one card. Just kept pulling.
Not the Alchemy V Max one.
I'll see the like shiny. I'll be like, oh,
yeah, like, oh crap. That would be wild though. I would probably get one of those just to see, but I don't know. I think I really should stick to just buying singles. At shows and all that.
I just reposted a TikTok about that. I need to see if I can't pull it up. Because as soon as I saw it, I thought about our conversations of like, yeah, we really should just buy the cards we want.
What the hell are we doing here?
All right. So it says them. Isn't it cheaper to just buy the card?
Okay.
I love the pain. Because the pain is the truth. The hurt is the truth.
It's the truth.
I'm realizing my hair is all going to fall out. My teeth are going to fall out. And I'm going to be brought low.
Yep. Exactly.
I love the pain.
I love the pain. The hurt is the truth. That's why we do it.
I was like, yeah, all right. You got me there.
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the magic of anything that can happen when you're ripping, Anything can happen. Hell, it's the smell of the cards when you pull it out of a fresh pack. It's the pain of getting a non-hollow whatever the hell. I can cancel my Switch pre-order. Okay.
And take my $240 and buy a PSA 9 151 SIR Charizard.
Yeah. For $250.
And have that
PSA
for
9.
$250.
Yeah.
Straight from.
Because my PSA 8's going for $200.
If you want to pitch in $600, we can get a Pikachu Surging Sparks.
Ooh.
Special illustration rare PSA 10
for
$858.
You know what I've been thinking about? I'm just mulling it, just putting this, just putting it out there. It's like, I wonder what I could trade up for if I trade in both of my Charizards for something.
Take them to Techo.
That's what I'm going to do. Yep, I'm taking them to Techo. See what I could trade up for.
You're just going to like bust a nut too hard and get some not as worth it Tyranitar that you really love. And get scammed. So
yeah, I'm just gonna.
Eddie, should I get this trend? He said he'll definitely give it to me if I give him these 2 Charizards.
Or dude, like
Adam, listen.
It's like hold me back. Hold me back, Eddie. I can't. Don't let me do it. You hold the Charizards. I can't do this. Like,
damn. There's Dragon Ball cards worth $200. That's nice.
Yeah.
Didn't know they went up that high.
Yeah, they're definitely not as popular, but I love the cards. The cards are like a better quality.
Can't even see what the fuck this card is because it's just like the way the print is.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's a Fusion World Ultra Limit Son Goku Secret Rare alternate art, and it's just like blacked out.
Oh.
And crazy looking.
Really?
I'm gonna put it in the Discord chat.
Yeah, put it in there. Let me know what it is, and I'll just switch out to that so everyone can see. Like, should I trade in both Charizards for it?
I don't think both Charizards are enough.
They're not gonna make it
for that.
All right, let's click it here. Oh, it's got a. Can you? Let's see if it'll work, because my Google Chrome doesn't like to work so fast. We'll see. All right, it's gonna load.
I'm at says Sigourney's playing House Flipper. Is her fucking PC still on?
she's got like a remote viewer on her PC that she's playing.
bitch, are you downstairs? Did you not leave?
We're gonna let that load, but we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna click on this. I might be taxing my computer too much. Definitely taxing my computer too much.
I heard it. Robot.
It doesn't like it. That's all right. We'll have to take a look at it. But
here, I can just try and pull it up on my phone.
There you go.
Close out of Chrome.
I'll try. There we go. That worked. That would be pretty sweet. I do have some DBZ cards in my binder, but not a whole lot. Okay. All right. I see. I see.
See that?
Yeah.
How blacked out it is.
Yep. What's that going for?
240.
240. Wonder if I could take
if you want the gem mint, it's 300.
Ooh. That's tough.
God, something about Dragon Ball cards calls me so much.
they're so sweet,
but it's just not as fun as pulling the Charizard.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, I pull like a Vegeta at the end, and I'm like, this is a sweet card.
Like, yeah,
but
according to everybody else in the world, it's
what's this Vegeta actually worth? Exactly. It's so fucking shiny and sparkly. This thing's got to be worth like $50. Oh, 48 cents, huh?
All
right.
That's bullshit.
I thought that was
yeah, that's bullshit. We need to pump those numbers up.
Mm-hmm.
Just get on there and just start making fake bids. Really pump those numbers up.
I got what you're saying.
You know, you post it, and then I'll get on, make all these kind of fake bids,
and then you can just hit mark as paid, and
yeah,
we don't have to worry about
it. Exactly.
I think we just got something here.
We might have figured that. Should we end the show and figure that out?
We should.
You think? Okay. I'd say it's probably. Let's do.
We got a lot done. We stayed on track without a producer.
Yeah, we did.
I think we can fire
her. You know what? She's not even here half the time anyway.
Yeah. At least Craig shows up for work.
Yeah, the quality though might not always be there. Is the thing.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes. I was debating of how far I wanted to go with that.
You know what? We should just probably
my brain, my brain stopped.
Like, hold on a second, Mister. Whoa! Pump them brakes. Let's just, you know what? Hey, let's just say it. What everyone's thinking, and let's just say, fuck you, Craig.
Fuck you, Craig.
Fuck you, Craig. Stupid.
Just wait for everything to shut off for this dumbass bitch, Craig.
Boom, boom, and.